All right, now, would you let your 10-year and 6-year-olds walk from a park alone? Say that park was about a mile away from your home. Well, Silver Spring, Maryland parents Danielle and Alexander Mayteef did, and they did it just a few weeks ago. Now they're being investigated for neglect. Mom and Dad say it builds character, or are they the ones who are characters? Let's ask. Talk about a couple of characters. Uber attorneys and moms, Elura, Nanos, and Michele Sileo. Michele, what would you do?
What would I do find it difficult to compare other parents to me, what I would do. There is no way I would do this. That I would allow my children to walk a mile. They are not even allowed to play outside.
And this is in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area.
In the cold, on top of it. So,
well, the cold thing, that's
neglectful. When you're asking your children to be outside for as long as it takes for them to walk a mile in the cold, it's neglectful. And, you know, I do try to compare it to, you know, the way, I'm not sure if you can tell from my proper English accent, but I grew up in Brooklyn, and I was not even allowed to walk 600 feet.
This is a mile, and you know, someone obviously got wind of this and said what you did was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like Michele, I also wouldn't make this choice for my own kids. So I can't really defend this choice.
Are they in legal hot water now?
They are not. I mean, right now they're being investigated. A case hasn't been filed. A case probably won't be filed. And I used to prosecute these kind of cases. And I think that a case should not be filed.
All right, well, here's what local authorities are going to do. They're going to say, don't do this again. Yes. I think the parents would probably do this again.
Well, now...
So then what?
This supposedly goes along with their philosophy of raising free-range children, which, you know, something
might work for chickens, sure.
That's what I'm saying. Something's going off the rails when you start comparing your children to chickens. Like, this is how you want to...
Well, but they are saying, reading between the lines,
this was a choice.
Responsibility. You're not being babied. Yeah, you're not being pampered.
And Neil, you've hit
we live in an age where kids are all of that.
And you've hit on exactly what is the important piece here.
Well,
which
that's
is
the way I roll.
This was a conscious choice by these parents. This was a philosophical parenting choice that they made. They prepared these children to make this exact walk. Again, it's not something maybe I would choose to do. However, these parents made this decision as a knowing decision.
Well, they didn't let the 6-year-old go alone.
They
didn't let the 6-year-old
That's
go
right.
alone.
No, they put him in the care of a 10-year-old.
Well,
but the thing is, legally, depending on the specifics, who the kids are, if the parents had made an intelligent choice that maybe these children were mature enough, that the kids knew what to do in an emergency, they had been prepared, they'd been trained, there is a valid argument that it's okay. The case would be entirely different if the reason the kids were walking home alone was because the parents were passed out drunk and lost track of them. That's an entirely different case. So parents are allowed to make choices that we don't agree with. They're allowed to make choices that I think are stupid. Parents do lots of things that are stupid that are not necessarily illegal.
But be careful of that. That's a nanny state slippery slope right there. Right?
I know you love the slippery slope. This is Georgia being proactive about the care of their children.
Why do I have you on?
You love that I do this. Come on, stop.
Okay, so
open your mind.
Justify this to me.
This is Georgia being proactive about their younger citizens and trying to protect these children from parents who are, as Elura said, intentionally moronic. They are intentionally making poor decisions. They're not making poor decisions as a result of a drug addiction.
They didn't have to walk 10 miles.
They had to walk
a little under a mile. A little under a mile.
During the polar vortex.
I would venture a guess.
Well, they had coats on.
It's cold.
I'd venture a guess, though, that in paying attention to these kids that were walking home from the park, that the same authorities probably could have used their time better investigating something that is more clearly illegal.
Well, it might have been neighbors or friends that brought it to their attention.
I mean, parents are allowed to make choices like this. We don't all agree with them, but that doesn't make it illegal. And truthfully,
you'd have to admit that some kids are more mature or able to do this sort of than others.
I 100% agree.
So do you want authorities in the position of deciding that?
But do you want authorities in the position of cleaning up the mess after it's happened? Should something have happened to these children, somebody would have said, well, where was the law in protecting these children? That's right,
and because people will always say that. And that is the intent of the authorities here, to try to preempt something from happening. And it's a great intent. It's just that that's not the way things work. We don't just blanket make everything illegal because something might go wrong.
People will always also be morons.
No,
well, that's
true. A lot more after this. Stick around.